bitch, not a day in my life. She only my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line with you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha, away! 55, check, hit.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to under pressure again, and down he goes again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Austin. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That punt return, 66 yards, and it goes the distance as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On second down, Michel. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Patriots get the first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys.
From the 38, Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Robert Quinn.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. We go 47. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Mike spot 4. Bound to lose 1.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's just me and you. Check 99.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 7, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Now Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
At the 21-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hey, kill.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way. We're going to 53.
This is Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rap.
Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 63 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-0. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Brady to throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
There's a nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Michel. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Brady. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Brady now to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Gun. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Hey, Larry, 2-2.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Steps away to his left. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. 55, my God, 55. And it's in now.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You were going to 54. Why is? You got to go 46, 46, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. So after the INT, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Prescott now. Pass incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 14.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 27 yards there, a first down. On play action. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Again, it's Elliott. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why? Here we go, 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
New England on 3rd down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Prescott. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go play action here on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a play fake here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brady going to throw. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for two. Now Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Duron Harmon makes the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And they will take a knee here. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.